Jackson here with director of Resident Evil, the sixth chapter. You're now 5 movies in, ready to release the sixth. What's that mean for you coming in and being able to finalize this franchise?
It's been fantastic to be able to end the franchise on our own terms. You know, when it's still very popular, when people still love it, when I still get to spend a lot of money to kind of like finish the franchise, which was important to me. You know, I wanted us to go out on a bang rather than a whimper. And I had a lot of big ideas for this movie. And I think when people see it, they'll see it's the biggest and most spectacular of the franchise. I think it's by far the best of the franchise. So it's very exciting to kind of bring it to a close in such a spectacular manner.
Now, we've heard a lot of people put out final versions. There's been a million Fast and Furiouses where it's always said it's going to be the end. Is this actually going to be the end? Is there going to be a true conclusion to the franchise here?
It's the final chapter. There is a conclusion, absolutely. And that's why we're going back to where it all began. We're going back to the Hive, back to the remnants of Raccoon City, what's left of it after we dropped a bomb on it in Resident Evil 2. And Mila and the Alice characters going back to where everything started to discover the truth about herself, and also to bring to a conclusion the story that she set in motion 10 years ago.
That's been 15 years and 6 movies, and it's been the same people in front of the camera as well as behind. What kind of pride factor is that for you to be associated with that and keep this group together?
Well, there's no other franchise that's done that, that's kept the same team intact, and I think it's one of the reasons why the franchise has been so successful and has delivered to an audience. You know, it's been a lot of kind of passion and commitment, both in front of the camera and behind the camera. Just think about, you mentioned the Fast and Furious franchise, obviously a lot of the same actors, although they all kind of took a break in the third movie, but it's been a kind of different team behind the cameras, and I think the Resident Evil franchise has a unity to it because it's always been the same team.
What do you think you're the most proud of now that you're able to put this last one in the can and kind of step away from it?
I think, you know, having achieved 2 trilogies is something pretty spectacular. And I could only have dreamed when we were shooting the first movie in Berlin, you know, 15 years ago, when we had no American distribution. You know, it was very much, I always referred to it as the little movie that could, you know, because it was made against the odds. First movie, I think most people forget, was like a British-German co-production. There was no American money in it. You know, it's since been kind of like, now we have a major studio behind us with Sony. And that's exciting for me because I had a lot of ideas when I made the first movie for the Hive, these big traps that people were going to fall into, and we just didn't have the money to execute those ideas. But I've kept them. And now, finally, I get to kind of really deliver the final chapter that I feel that the franchise deserves.
Excellent. Thanks a lot. Best of luck with the movie.
Thank you.
For comicbook.com, Dallas Jackson.